Welcome back to episode 4 of The Glory Days, where we try to get Fiorentina to beat expectations. The expectation is to qualify for the Euro Cup this season, although they're predicted to be 8th. So far we're sitting in 7th, and in this episode we are about to take on Roma. Roma sit in 8th, and before we get to that, we have played a couple of games since the last episode. And in those games, we got beat 2-0 and won 2-0. Patagna got his first goal for the club, as did Januzaj. Januzaj's goal was actually from an incredible free kick. So let's see if we can play that. Can we see the goals? Let's watch the goals. So here we're about to see the first goal. Patagna, it's just a real poacher's instinct shot in the box. But Januzaj's free kick was an absolute peach. We'd just set him up to take them before that, and what can you say, it's just a fabulous goal. So he scored his first goal, so did Patagna. So on to the Roma game. We are set up with the squad. Castrovilli is the only real change. He comes into the squad. He played an incredible game in the last one, so he is taken over from Krunic, who's also played really well, so that's a real great problem to have there. Januzaj also plays as Gonzalez is struggling a little bit for form. Although he had that goal earlier on in the season, he is struggling for form at the moment. So Januzaj is playing well. He comes in, and we're about to take on Roma. This is quite a crucial early game for us both, to see who can take a bit of initiative. So we are on the front foot again early on in the game, 4 minutes in with the corner. Januzaj takes it. Back out to Januzaj. Odriozola gets it in and Vlahovic scores. We've done this a few times now. We score super early on. We had that 20-second goal a few matches ago. Now we've got 4 minutes. If it counts, it's been disallowed. It doesn't count. We have seemed to start the game really on the front foot. It's unfortunate. He's just offside, although it looks quite a lot on there. We've got it again, back to Januzaj. Polgar flicks it through. Can Bonaventura get something back in the box? He's in there. Vlahovic. Oh, and Januzaj comes in back post. That one has to count. Roma just can't cope at the moment. We need to make sure we take more of our chances if they come. Odriozola's got it again. He throws in, but he loses it. Roma get a chance to come back at us. They got all the way back to the goalkeeper. Mkhitaryan. Januzaj's. Oh, he's give it away. Throwing it. But we've picked it up again. Martinez comes forward. Biraghi. Bonaventura. Vlahovic. He's never going to reach that. That was poor ball. Someone's going to get a goal out of this. You can just feel it. Oh, is it us? Polgar runs forward because he's hit the post. Torreira to Polgar, Bonaventura, Vlahovic. Oh, again he's hit the post. We've missed a few chances now. This is when you can feel that Roma are going to come back into this game at some point. Odriozola gets it in, header. Biraghi, back out to Martinez, Torreira, Castrovilli. Ends in nothing. We've been again the better team that whole half. I just hope that we can play the same way in the second half. They've only had 4 shots, 3 on target. Don't look likely to score. And we've actually had more possession in this game so far, which is a bit of a change. Odriozola starts off again. Torreira, Pulgar, Odriozola, Vlahovic, and eventually Vlahovic gets a goal. Hopefully this one isn't chalked off for offside. It looks good. I think we're good. Fiorentina are 2-0 up against Roma. The team's playing really well in this one. We are going to make some subs though. It looks like Roma are going to be playing a bit more attacking now. So we'll see if we can bring on some fresh legs. Unfortunately, Patagna, although he's scored, he's quite often injured at the moment. I think he's been injured for the past, since the last video, maybe even before the last video. Can't remember. He's been injured for a long time. It's just small, niggly injuries. He's able to play, but he's never quite fully fit. We're going to bring off Januzaj, bring on Gonzalez. He can try and get his form back. Amrabat can come on and just give Torreira a bit of a break. I don't like to make any more changes than that until a bit closer on to the end of the game. I think also, we'll watch this highlight. Can we get another one? Milenkovic. Milenkovic runs forward, Gonzalez, first touch. He gives it away. Pulgar. Oh, Vlahovic was almost in there. And I think it's time for another change. So, Castrovilli, we can bring on Krunic again. He can do a good job in there. And we will also change the tactic to be a control possession tactic and lower that intensity. We don't need to be pushing them so hard at this stage. Unless we conceded there. We almost did. I think they got another corner. Another corner. DeMarco fires it in. And we managed to get it head away. 15 minutes to hold out. Biraghi fires the ball forward. But comes to nothing. Rui Patricio just picks that up. He's going to throw it as, but he just gives it back. Martinez runs forward again. Bonaventura plays out to Biraghi. Back to Bonaventura. Amrabat gets it into Vlahovic. Bonaventura again. Gonzalez, he gets his goal. He's not played well. As long as he's not hit for offside, it looks good. He's been scoring, he's just not been playing well. Some of the best players don't turn up for most of the game, but they can score when it counts. It's 3-0. It's made it look a really comfortable game. We have moved on to control possession. Just playing it around now at the back. Biraghi's holding it up. So experienced. Just toying with those Roma forwards. Bonaventura plays it back to Amrabat. Krunic. Amrabat. Milenkovic. Roma can't get the ball. If only we could play like this all the time. Vlahovic out to Odriozola. Gonzalez back to Odriozola. Gonzalez, Vlahovic. What a goal. What a goal. Vlahovic gets another one. And I've got some good news that I'll share after this game regarding Vlahovic. Oh, I could watch that highlight again and again. Even Gonzalez dummied it. Fantastic. And that has moved us up to second place with 6 games played. Again, we've got Sassuolo, Lazio are still to play. You can't read too much into it, but unexpectedly sitting in second place after a few games. So on to the good news about Vlahovic. If you had watched the previous video, you'd know we were actually thinking he scored in that video, as he seems to do in, I think, all the videos. He scored in that video. We were worried about how we were going to keep him past this season with how many goals he scored. Well, we just gave him a new contract, which he requested, because his wage was ridiculously low. I think it's still pretty low for how good he is, but 68k a week's good for a 21-year-old, right? However, we have got him on a £500 million release clause, which I doubt anyone's going to match, and we've got him tied down for 5 years. So I think we're in a good position to bat off some of the offers which are going to come our way. We will now go away and play Genoa and Torino off camera, and we'll come back for the Milan game. Milan is next, but first, after how much Vlahovic has been scoring, I thought he must be top scorer in the league. It turns out he's not, and by some distance. The top goal scorer is Immobile with 18 goals, and he's only played 8 games. I have no idea how that has come about, but that's an incredible stat. Vlahovic has got 5 goals, played 6 games. Immobile, he's scoring every game. So Lazio, if we look at their schedule, we can see Immobile scored 2, 1. He's 1, 2 hat-tricks. The guy's a goal machine. In this game, he scored 4. It's quite incredible, really. It took me by surprise. But back to the game. So, our team is as follows. Dragowski in goal, Biraghi, Martinez, Quarta, Milenkovic, Odriozola, Torreira, Krunic, Polgar, Bonaventura, Januzaj and Vlahovic. We do have a couple of injuries. Nastasic is now out for 2 to 4 months. The man that I was trying to sell for a month, he's still here. And Amrabat is also out for 5 to 11 days, so not quite as bad as Nastasic. So let's get into the game. When I looked at the stats before, this is considered 2 evenly matched teams. I would say Milan are still slight favourites. We will find out. Yeah, Milan come out. I am always worried about Big Ibrahimovic. He is a force to reckon with. So 10 minutes in, we haven't got off to that quick start, which has been a feature of our play recently. Milenkovic comes forward, Januzaj. Vlahovic takes the ball, runs forward. Odriozola picks it up, keeps going. Gets the ball in, but it's a poor one. And Milan have got a chance to counter. Januzaj again picks it up, that press is working. Milenkovic, Martinez. Milenkovic, Torreira, Krunic. Bonaventura, can he score? No, he plays it through to Vlahovic and he puts it in the back of the net. Is this onside? It's going to be a close one. And the goal's awarded. Vlahovic gets his, was it his 6th goal of the season? Krunic playing an important part, Bonaventura getting the final assist. 1-0 up. Because of our good start in the league so far, we are being seen as the surprise package this year. To my complete surprise, we're actually up in first at the moment. I'll take that with a pinch of salt. Rebic into Theo. Back to Rebic. Odriozola nicks it though. Gets it through to Vlahovic. Heels it up. Back to Vlahovic. Oh, and he almost scored a 1 to go. Januzaj keeps this going. Gets to the byline. Flicks it in. Krunic. Oh. Since their goal, we didn't really do much. But then we started to pick up the pace towards the end of the half. Maybe that's due to Milan having so many old players. But we're pretty evenly matched. But our likelihood of goals has just been slightly more. So we start the second half, and Milan look like they're on the front foot. Whatever the manager said at half time seems to be working. We need to make a sub. Januzaj is struggling, so we will bring him off, bring on Gonzalez. And we're forward for an attack. Brage picks it back up. Krunic gets into Bonaventura. Gets out to Serrera. Krunic again. Polgar gets into Bonaventura, and it's a goal. We are scoring from everywhere at the moment. Got fullbacks scoring, midfielders scoring, attacking midfield scoring, strikers scoring. The link-up play again. I say this every game, but it's fantastic. We're going to make more subs. What a ball that was. Martinez played a wonderful ball through. We just took control of that match from the end of the first half towards the second half. We just ran with it. Never really looked in doubt. So yep, after that win we have went top of Serie A, which is a complete surprise. We have now played 9 games. That's likely to change. That position is likely to change after Lazio, Juventus, Napoli all play. But it's a nice place to be. We're starting to build up a bit of a gap between 7th, which is the main thing this season. I'll also show you what happened the last 2 games before we picked up the Milan game. We actually won 2 games 3-0 again. I mean, these scores look a bit ridiculous. We haven't conceded since this 2-0 loss, which is 5 games ago. But we're scoring at least 2 a game, so got to be happy with that. So I think for the next episode we'll pick up with Lazio and Juve as the matches, and the following episode after that will be our Italian Cup and Inter, which incredibly takes us to the next transfer window, and we can start to make plans. So if you enjoyed that video, please give it a big thumbs up. It'd be very much appreciated. The videos are going to keep coming, so if you're finding them good value for your time, please hit the subscribe button. There's more coming, and if you get any feedback, please leave that in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.